Well, tales of agony and pain with regards to the Oyinlola market there that was recently demolished. And joining me to discuss this in the studio is Ike Onyefulu, solicitor to Oyinlola Oloja Market Association, and the Iya Oloja Oyinlola Oloja Market 23 Road, Festac Town, that is in person of Stella Taiwo Kuki. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast. A really sad tale, seeing those pictures, seeing the story there, and seeing that the livelihoods of so many persons have been destroyed. But then let's get to the root of the matter here. That is why we're here to discuss this, because there have been accusations and counter-accusations flying around that you were aware that this demolition was going to take place.
Thank you very much. We are calling to the meeting. All our word of market is not only our market, that she will come to council for a meeting. When we were at the meeting, then they say Oyinlola market executive should come, that they want to see them in the SAG office. Then we went there. Then they tell us that that market is not standard to the Lagos State market. They want to rebuild it. I say, this market is not up to 30 years. It not even entered 25 years. There is nothing wrong with the market. It was well built. Why? They say no, they want to, this thing. I say, okay, put it in writing, so that I will return back to my people to tell them this is what is your intention. After 1 month, they put it in writing that they want to rebuild it, they want to make it modern market, just to tell us this is their intention. So I call my people, home and abroad, because people invest their life investment in that market. And we buy the land from market, from we buy the land when they give us the FHA, give us the land.
Right.
Free of charge.
All the documents?
Yes, free of charge is here.
Is here, okay.
When we then break the second gate market,
all right,
they give us 2 hours. Then they put fire. Then we are going to FHA to please help us, give us a permanent place. Then they give us a permanent place.
This was over 20 years ago?
Yes, for the Badagry local government.
All right.
It was a Badagry local government. Amu was not there, or you're not there at that time. Badagry local government. Then Badagry local government gave a market board. The market board sell a form for us. We buy. Then they build some of it. Later, they don't build it again. So we are starting, that time was Ojo local government. Then we went to Ojo local government. It was Igafar. A chairman called Igafar. Look into that and carry all of us enter there. Then they sell form for us. Then they begin to sell the land for us. The land for lockup is 20,000, and the land for open lockup is 7,500. Then gave us receipt of 7,000.
So at the time when they gave you people the land, did they give you the standard to build?
Of course, yes. Of course, they give us standard. And Gafar also, with the engineer, he give us standard how to build. Some engineer are there when they are building it. Even when we buy the allocation, the engineer are there supporting us, telling us how to build it.
Right.
We have a lockup shop. We have mini lockup shop. We have a kick lamp. Which that kick lamp be by them? Send for us 12,500. But any other land there, people buy it and build it according to their taste and the way they ask us to build it.
Based on the standard.
The standard.
So
and every person who enter that market, he will know that he be to the standard.
So when the local government said that they have an intention to build a modern market and they gave you the notice, did they tell you when they were coming? Did they say
no?
When
I'm coming.
Was there a back and forth? Okay, that's what we want to know. All
I'm
right.
coming. That is only what they tell us. Then when I call my people, everybody, home and abroad, I begin to call them, look at what these people say they want to do. Then they call us another meeting. That's me and my executive. I did not go with my executive alone. I go with even other people who have shop there, including our lawyer. We went there. So when we reach there, they say all of them, and we say no. It should not be so. At least if we see anything wrong, tell us. We make an amendment.
Right.
But you don't come and put this market down.
So there was no date?
There was no date. So we are not arrived in anything.
Any conclusion?
Any conclusion. Then we left there. Since then.
When was this?
That is about a month ago. Right. Since then, we don't have any meeting. We don't have anything. They don't call us. They didn't tell us anything.
Only the
only what we see. On Saturday, I didn't know that human being can be animal like that.
All right, let's be careful with the choice of words, please, because this is a broadcast issue. But we sympathize with the people, and then we understand the emotions.
My people are on the street, yo. My people are on the street, suffering, crying. Right. Oh God!
Take it easy. Now, I'd like for you to lend your voice to this matter as the solicitor of this market, Oyinlola Olorunda Market Association. There are some documents here now. It seems you've instituted some cases that you want to push forward with regards to bringing justice for the people.
Yes, thank you very much. Quite frankly, I must be very sincere to you. I'm here to come in terms with the reality of the demolition of that market. I don't know whether it was political or whether it was born out of selfish interest. Because the way and manner the demolition was done speaks volume. Due process was not followed. Common sense was thrown to the winds.
When you say due process was not followed, would like for you to break it down, because there was
if
a statement from the office of the local government, and it did not state when it was going to demolish. What would have been the due process that would have ensured whatever is going on does not happen?
In appropriate cases, where government must demolish. I said in appropriate cases or situations, but not in this case. Where government must demolish, there are due process. There are rules, processes, procedures set down by extant laws. First of all, if for any reason you have to demolish, you have to give the occupiers of the building or market notice. If they refuse to collect it, you go there and place the notice. At times you have to mark it to show everybody that this place is up for demolition. You are requested to vacate this property within 7 days or 10 days or thereabout.
None of that happened.
None of that happened. It's callous and wicked. I must be very sincere. I've never seen such a thing since my years of practice, where a government is insensitive to the plight of the people that elected him. We just came out of COVID-19 pandemic wahala, followed by NSAS protest. For months, people were indoors, doing nothing. And now that they're out again, to pick up their cases. You demolished their means of livelihood without notice. It's unlawful because the law will require you to give them some grace for notice. But come to think of it, the market we are talking about is different from a market built, developed, and maintained by government, whereby you have traders there as tenants. The government, who is the landlord, might, for one reason or the other, decide to renovate or rebuild or rehabilitate the market once in a while. Yes, once in a while. Yes, it's their right. And the traders as tenants cannot complain. But in this case, maybe the Mama was unable to give you the details better. In the 80s, after the Festac, yes, there was no market in Festac town. People resorted to doing their business at the second gate, now called Aboju. But because it was not market proper, FHA demolished that place. Now people were crying. The then military administrator of Lagos State and the military administrator of FHA then, they met, and at the end of the day, the Federal Housing Authority now mapped out this market site as a permanent market site to resettle the displaced traders from that second gate. They gave the allocation to the council free of charge. The council never paid a dime. They gave it to the council free of charge for and on behalf of the displaced traders. It's in black and white.
All right.
On condition that the council have to develop the market and maintain it.
Which they have done.
They don't.
I'm coming. On condition that the council have to develop it.
All right.
Instead of the council developing the market, which FHA gave them free of charge for the displaced traders, they now sold the land, the portions of the land, via allocations. They gave allocations to these market men and women. The documents are there. And they paid for the allocations. Then they individually built and developed that market.
So my question now,
yes,
which is going back to the Iya Oloja, have you been able to speak with the chairman or anybody from that office with regards to what is going on and if there are plans to resettle the people before the ultra-modern market is done?
He does not want to listen to anybody. You know, he's even switching phone. Even when they are demolishing the market, everybody is calling, switch off the phone.
No engagement, nothing?
No engagement. He refused the even media to enter. He refused the camera. He refused anything.
So what is the plan now moving forward for you, solicitor?
My people are dying. My people are in the road. My people are on the streets.
These people get their business because obviously her emotion is a representation of how the other market people are feeling. What are you doing to ensure that these people are resettled and something is done?
We did when we tried to convince the chairman.
All right, quickly.
When we tried to convince the chairman against the demolition, at a point he told us that the planned demolition was at the directive, on the directive of the governor. So when he mentioned that, we now said, fine. We now petitioned the governor. But to date, we are yet to get any response.
All right.
We petitioned the chairman personally before we wrote to the governor. That petition was copied to the commissioner for local government and community matters.
Right.
Up to date, we are yet to hear from the same commissioner.
So no
and yet,
response.
I'm coming.
Quickly,
The chairman claims that it was the same commissioner who approved demolition.
Right. So we have been trying to reach the chairman of the local government, that's Dr. Valentine Brimo, as a station. TVC has been trying, even our reporters that went to cover the demolition have been trying to reach him. And we hope that he will be able to come share his own side of this situation, looking at all of this that is coming now. The Iya Oloja has spoken, and we can also see that she is distraught, and we also hope that he will respond to all of this that is happening. The window is open for him to come respond as quickly and soon as possible.